So I decided to just go live while I tear down these Italian ledgers and chit chat a little bit with you guys. I don't know if anybody will come on, but I'll just continue for a few minutes and see if they do. And as soon as somebody comes on, I'll show you what I'm going to do with this ledger. It's a gorgeous ledger. Maybe I should turn it like this. And bring it up a little bit. The only thing is, let's see, can I hear the only thing is, let's see, can I hear the only thing is, let's see, I haven't gone live very much, so it's a work in progress to learn this. It's a work in progress to learn this. So I do realize I have to turn off the sound because there was a feedback there. Difficult to get in here sometimes and get your scissors underneath these pages. I'm pulling these apart to do some Italian ledger packs to put in my shop. I've had these forever. I think I bought these the first time I went to Italy and met Rachel. It's like this. That only gave me a couple of pages there. I don't know why I would stop working on this area and move to another area because I definitely still have to come up here and cut this. Well, there's Amy. Hi, Amy. Oh gosh, this is difficult, this finagling of this going live. So how's your morning going, Amy? Oh, and there's my friend Annette. Yay! Annette, Amy, my peeps are here. Oh, isn't this fantastic? So let me tell you about these ledgers. So look at how many I have here. I had 7 of them. And let me tell you the story of how I came upon these. So it was my first time to go to Italy to meet Rachel. And we were on a textile tour. And so it was fabrics, laces, buttons, things like that. And we had gone to an antique shop that had probably, I don't know, 3 rooms. And in the front room was all the textiles, the draperies, the lace, the buttons, the fabrics, everything like that. And we were there for several hours. There were, I don't know, 15 of us shopping or so, maybe more. And he had told us where the restroom was, toward the back of the shop. And so at one point I had to go use the restroom. And this room was full of pictures in frames and furniture and just, I mean, it was beautiful. Look at that. Oh my heavens. That is somebody's penmanship. Is that not amazing? Oh. Hey, can you guys hear me? Let's just double check. Let me know. Look at that. 1908. So anyway, I had gone back to use the restroom and, oh good, you can hear me. Thank you, Annette. So anyway, I'd gone back to use the restroom and I got sidetracked looking at the furniture and piles. I mean, it was piles and piles of stuff. And over in one corner was this stack of these ledgers. Let me show you how big these are. You might be able to see. So there's a ruler, so that's 12, 13, 14, like 15 inches. And when they're closed, they're like 11 inches. So they're big. And I see this stack of ledgers over in a corner. And I just literally picked up the first one and opened it up and saw this, something like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. So, oh, I'm yelling? Okay, thank you. I'll go a little bit quieter. So anyway, I appreciate that, Amy. So anyway, I go back to where everyone was congregated looking at fabrics and stuff. And I said to Rachel, Rachel, can you come help me and bring the gentleman who owned the store? Oh, look at how that one is. That was torn out there already. So she brings him back to where I am with the ledgers. And I said to Rachel, could you ask him in Italian how much the ledgers are each? And so he told me a price. And I immediately said, I'll take all 7 of them. And there was one other person on the trip that was interested in paper. And I kind of felt bad that I had nabbed them all. However, I have been back to Italy several times and I've never run across something like this before. So it's cold and windy where you're at, Amy? It's a beautiful day here. I have the front door open with the screen and then the back door open so a small breeze is coming through. So I'm planning on putting these in my shop. So each of these ledgers, let me show you. So I have this one that I've been taking apart, and I need 20 pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's perfect. And then I'll put 2 over here. So that one's torn down. And each one of these are different. So let me show you. You saw the script on this one. And then I'll show you what I plan to do with them. This script is completely different on the inside. So that, look at that penmanship. So that's the writing on the inside. And that's the writing. Let me see if I can find one that's not. See how that's different? So that's that there. That's that there. So that's how those are. And then this one, look at this. Oh, oh, thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. Look at this. So this is this one. Look at that. Unbelievable. So I thought, I have got, they just been I mean, I think it was 3-4 years ago that I had taken this trip to Italy, and I was working on a project, and I thought to myself, oh, I went and looked where my supply store is, where I keep all of my supplies for my Etsy store. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have sold out of all of my Italian packs. So let me show you what I was doing with these. And I have some Italian hemp thread here. And I have this in my shop. I think I only have 3 of these left. It is definitely vintage hemp thread, and I need to replenish it, but that's how I've tied it up. And then what I did is I took one of the pages and I cut it down. And then these are in my slow stitch packs in my shop. And I just sewed 2 of them down here to create a little fabric embellishment. And then here I added just a tiny bit of velvet trim. And then I added this Florentine paper, this piece of Florentine paper. Now this one specifically is not in my shop yet, because when I cut it down, it's smaller than the other ones that are in my shop. I sell it in packs of 11 different ones, but the Venice one is not in the packs that I have right now, but I thought, oh, this is perfect for there. And I did a little bit of embossing with texture paste there, and so then that fits in there. And then here is a piece, and this is also in my shop. This is like a little commercial, you guys. Oh, you were yelling at me. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm yelling, sorry. Anyway, these I've just added into my shop. Also, they are French documents from the 1800s, and this is also ledger. And then I just took a little piece of embossed cardstock and I laid it over the top. It folds like that, then that folds like that, and then it goes around, and that's why I put this little piece of velvet there to help hold that down. And then it just ties around. And so then this would be able to go into a journal. And that one piece of Florentine paper I showed you, I've already tied it up. Here's another piece of it. So I have the embossing here, and you can journal there. Oh my heavens, Annette. So Amy, Annette also has a same breed of dog that I do, which is a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, and her Jackson just turned 7. So, yeah. You know what? Maybe I should go get those papers to show you. Should I? Yes, I'm going to. Hang on, you guys. To me, that's the only thing that I don't like about lives. Hi, Carol. I was just telling Annette and Amy about my French things, and then I decided to start tearing down my Italian books. So this is what's in my shop right now. This Florentine paper here. It's 11 different sheets, and they're a good size. I did, oh gosh, 13 by, almost 10 inches, but look at how beautiful they are. Let me bring it up a little bit. So then we have some blue and yellow. Carol, Annette Goldberg, who you can see in the chat, she has the same kind of dog that Fiona is, which is a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, and her dog just turned 7. This almost looks like a little fleur-de-lis, which I thought was French, but this is Italian Florentine paper. I love when it's got the gold. I'm kind of a blingy kind of gal. We've got this beautiful blue. You guys may have seen that I had put some of this Florentine paper in my last journal. the botanical journal. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then this is also one of my favorites. So that is a lot of Florentine paper you get in these packs. So anyway, those are the ones that are in my shop right now. But what had happened is when I was cutting it down, because it comes in like these massive rolls that you have to cut down. And when I was cutting down the Florentine paper, or the Venice paper, I had cut it too small. So some of them, see how that one is smaller? I had made a mistake. So I want to sell the other packs first before I add these packs. I've got several of these. Now that's the same size, but this one I must have cut down too small. So I want them to be the same. I don't want someone to be disappointed that one of the sheets is smaller. Okay, Amy, get a cup for me, okay, dear? So that is that. Now, Carol, you missed this. Are you still here? So I was tearing down these big ledgers, and I showed the gals these, and this is what made me decide to tear these ledgers down, because I realized I don't have them in my shop right now. So I took a piece of the Italian ledger, and isn't that stunning? And I sewed some of the slow stitch kits that I have. These are doilies that I bought in Italy. I sewed some there, and then I just added a tiny piece of velvet ribbon there to kind of hold it down. And then that's what brought me to bring in the Florentine paper, is I did some embossing here, folded it up. Now here you could journal there. Then I just had that laid in there. This is some of the French ledger that I just got shipped to me. And then I just put this little piece of embossing cardstock in there. And so it folds over, and then this little piece of a doily goes underneath it, and it will hold it in place. And then you can slide this into a pocket of a journal. I'll tie that up again later, but it's got some of my Italian hemp thread. So let me show you these two. You guys had seen these, I think, previously. I did when I was showing a 6-fold journal. This is from the 1700s. It's got that beautiful deckled edge. And I have these in my shop. And then this, and unfortunately, this I had to kind of price up because it was very expensive. It is from the 1600s. It's all written in French. And some of the places, they didn't use a blotting paper. So that is why you kind of see it come through. But oh, it feels absolutely yummy. But that's, I had to kind of price that up to be able to get a little money on that. And then this is another French ledger book. I think in my shop I call this small French ledger page. And you get a whole folio. And this was also from the 1700s. And then this page here. Now this is a bigger page also. But again, it was also from the 1700s. And there's, you know, several entries and then total charges. Oh, you know what? Oh, total per charger. See, because this is all French, but I can almost read that. I don't know if that's the same in French as it is English. But anyway, so anyway, this is what sparked me to start tearing down these journals now, or these ledgers. So let's see if this is a different type of ledger, because I want to put in my shop. Yes, it's completely different. I want to put in my shop a selection. So I'm just tearing these down. That's all I'm doing, and chit-chatting with you guys. So tell me, what are you guys up to? Are you crafting with me while I'm just yammering away here? Look at that. Unbelievable penmanship there. I was doing that gold embossing yesterday, the paste, and I've got some on my fingers. I told myself I'm going to slow stitch today. Oh, it looks like this one's already coming loose. Yes, I had already cut that. So yeah, I want to make sure in the packs that I have different ledger pages. Oh, now let me ask you this, guys. Tell me this. So to ship these, oh, of course you're crafting. Yay, Annette. So to ship these, if I leave them at this size, which is really big, it costs you more to receive them. Are you guys irritated? And maybe irritated is not, let me rephrase that. Are you guys disappointed if you get something shipped and it's folded? Let me know that. I have in the past, however, now that I have a shop and I sell things, I realize it's not that easy to keep it the same size. And the other thing I've thought about is, let me bring this down so you can see this top part. Oh, good. Thank you. The other reason why I thought it's not bad to ship it folded is because who is going to make a journal this big? You're not going to. It's massive to make a journal like that. So you're going to be cutting it down anyway. Cindy in Arizona is here. Yay! Hi, Cindy. Cindy has also been one of my subbies for some time. All my favorite subbies are coming in. Oh, I'm so excited. So Cindy, what I'm doing is tearing down these Italian ledgers, and I want to put them in my shop. And I was doing it, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to go live. I usually don't like lives. Well, let's just say this. I watch Patty at Sacred Mementos, her live sales. But I don't tend to watch a live sale or a live video of people crafting, because I don't like the indecision that they're hemming and hawing over what to glue to a page and put together. And I follow so many people that Ruth is there. Oh, hi, Ruth. I follow so many people that I don't have time to watch that hem and hawing. Okay, so you guys, Ruth, I know Ruth from Gail Augustinelli's retreat. And I'm very sad, you guys have heard me say this on my channel, that I'm very sad that Gail is not able to have her retreat this year up in Montana. The reason is the lady who runs the retreat house has been ill. And so I don't think she's renting it out. And the other thing is she lost her caterer. Gail lost the caterer. So I can't come to Montana to see you, Ruth. I'm disappointed. And I asked Evie, I emailed Evie and I said, can I get into the Anaconda retreat? And I was on the list. So, yeah. Oh, but I did sign up for a retreat in Pennsylvania in May. And so I thought, oh, okay. And you know what? Okay, so let me tell you this story, guys. So when I went to Australia, how I got to go to Rachel's class in Australia, and also a lady by the name of Fleur Woods. Oh, I know Ruth. So how I got to go to that is one morning I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had seen on YouTube, I think it was Rachel talking about her doing a class in Australia, and she had, opened it up. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so nobody here in the United States was up to sign up for that class. So I immediately went on and signed up for it. Well, it was only a one-day class that she did that time. And I think she said she was going to also go to Fleur Woods' class. But that was a week long. So I messaged the lady who has the retreat house in Australia. And I said, is there an opening for one more person to come to Fleur's class? And she said, I will ask Fleur, because at that point they were completely sold out. And they said, since I was going to be flying all the way from the United States, that they would let me come. They would open it up for me. And so for the retreat in Pennsylvania, do you guys know the exact same thing happened? I woke up at 4 in the morning, and usually I'll just lay there and try to go back to sleep. And but this time I thought, no, I'll just get up and go in the craft room. I can always take a nap if I have to. And there was a gal who had just released a video talking about a retreat in Pennsylvania. So I immediately went on and signed up for that. And so it's so funny how that happens. No, Amy, I did not fill all my openings for my retreat here in Arizona. There is actually only going to be 4 of us full time, and then one day there is a person who is in Yuma, Arizona, and she's coming up for the day. At first I was a little disappointed that I didn't fill all the openings, but now I'm kind of glad, because it's my first time to hold a retreat, and I'm trying to work out the bugs. And so if you want to come, Amy, come on. I've got room for you. But anyway, so let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I need 2 more. So yeah, no, didn't fill them all. Well, this one will come out here. 19. This is going to pretty much take this book, yeah, down. Yep, that's it. So I have 20 of those pages. Let's see if this one is different. So 1907, and it's almost a full book. I know it'll be intimate, and you know, like I said, I haven't done a retreat before, so I will be able to, gosh, look at that. I will be able to work out some of the bugs. Now it's at my daughter's home. I call it a cabin, but it actually is a home on a golf course up in Flagstaff, Arizona, in the middle of the pine trees. And their backyard, it's massive, and so it's at least a football length or more to where you can see the golf course. And so there's all these pine trees, and they just redid the backyard, the decking. They put on a deck over the entire back part of the house with steps down, a gas fire pit, some artificial grass. It's stunning, but the only thing is why I didn't look at this. Now this is a completely different one. Oh my gosh, hey. So now I have to tear this down. I want to do maybe 5 different ledger pages. And the reason why is because, I don't know about you guys, but if you get something that is very valuable, like you have one of a kind, you tend to not want to use it, because then it'll be completely, you know, gone. So the only thing that they need to do now, Flagstaff, Arizona is up in the White Mountains, and it's 2 hours from Phoenix. So Phoenix is very hot. Like you guys have heard me say, it's 115 degrees here in the summer. And but up in Flagstaff, it's up in the mountains, and it's like maybe 80, 85, something like that. Sorry, I'm going to take a little sip of water. Oh, Carol. Well, you know what? You'll just have to come next year when he is over his cancer treatment and doing better. My thoughts and prayers are with you, dear. You guys saw in my video on that I did Monday. I showed my face. Oh gosh, if you guys saw me right now, I am in my muumuu. I'm in my slippers. Did I comb my hair today? I'm not positive. I did comb my hair. I did brush my teeth. Oh, we're a funny bunch of people, aren't we? Oh, so back to my daughter's home. So they only have had it for about a year. They just recently had bought it last year. And so it's up in the mountains. Well, it was built in the 1980s, and they don't have air conditioning yet. And so I went up there last summer. I think I went up there in July. And even though it was cooler than Phoenix, it was still hot in the house. I think it was like 80, 85 degrees in the house, and I thought, oh my heavens. So I didn't go back up there during the summer. I thought, I mean, even though they have ceiling fans, and then in the evening it cools down, and oh, Annette, you've been to Flagstaff? Oh my gosh. Yes, it's grown. Anyway, even though it gets cool, it cools down in the evening and you can open up the windows upstairs, it's hot. I don't like being hot. I keep my thermostat in my home here in Phoenix. I keep it at 74 during the summer months. I do not like sweating. So I was like, no, I can't have a retreat up there in the summer until you guys get some air conditioning up here. So, yeah, I don't know if it will be this summer. I keep kind of pestering my daughter. I said, so when's Mark gonna put that air conditioning in up there? She just laughs. But I know them. They will probably, after a while, be like, oh, it's too hot. Because they spent a lot of time up there last summer. And gosh, it's been snowing up there right now. Who knows if we're going to have snow when at my retreat. But yeah, they were just up there and they go skiing. There's a ski resort. I think it's called Snow Bowl. Yeah. Yes, nothing better than jammy crafting. Oh, shoot. So yesterday, I was making the tamale pie. I've been cooking for the retreat. And so I made a tamale pie and yesterday. And I'm doing the mixture. And I didn't have enough oregano. Now, I always have oregano. I always have lots of spices. And I did not have enough. So this is what I did. Did you enjoy the rain yesterday, Cindy? It was beautiful. I don't know if it rained over where you're at in Mesa, but it rained up here in Peoria. But anyway, so I had run out of oregano. Didn't have enough, and I wanted to complete the dish. I'm cooking a lot of the stuff in advance and putting it in containers, and I've kind of done the menu for things that will go in the freezer well. So anyway, I wanted to finish it. So I was already in my jammies, or still in my jammies. Oh, I'd gone to the grocery store. That's right. So I had actually gotten dressed once yesterday. And of course, no makeup. I don't need makeup to go to the grocery store. So, but I'd actually gotten dressed. But as soon as I get home, I put the muumuu back on and the slippers. So anyway, I'm cooking and I'm making this tamale pie. And I didn't have enough oregano. And I wanted to finish it. So I called my daughter. She only lives 3 miles from me. And I said, do you have any oregano? She goes, of course I have some oregano, Mom. I said, well, can I borrow some? I'm going to come over and get some because I don't want to get dressed again and have to go to the grocery store. So I jump in my car. I put Fiona in the car. Annette, does your dog love to go? Jackson like to go rides in the car. So anyway, I put Fiona in the car and we drove over to my daughter's house and I texted her because she's got teenage kids. And I said, so just send one of the kids out with the oregano because I don't want to get out of the car because it's raining. So here comes her youngest is named Judson. And oh, good. So Yeah, here comes Judson out with my oregano in a little baggie. Oh, so you had rain too. Wasn't it fantastic? We don't get a lot of rain here. Daughter dash, yeah. You're right. Oh gosh, that's cute. Oh. You know what was funny, Annette? So, you heard me tell Cindy and ask her about the rain. So it rained almost all day yesterday here, which was fantastic. But it's not that cold. It's not a cold rain because we're already gearing up for summer. But so I put Fiona in the car, and she goes with me every single time I take my son to work. And she knows the time. She knows he goes to work at a certain time, and she knows what time he gets home. We're supposed to go pick him up, and she starts pacing when it's getting close to that time. So, anyway, so she gets in the car yesterday with me to go get the oregano. And she was so funny. So she usually puts her paws on the console of the back seat. And this is so crazy. So I didn't want her to scratch up the console of my car. So I cut a piece of rug and I put it there so her little paws are on the console. And so she hangs out there, and her little head is like, right in front of me, right next to my face, in between my son and I, because he's in the passenger side. And but it was funny, yesterday with the rain, she got in the car and she sat in the back seat and didn't come up toward the console at all. I was like, is she afraid of the rain? It wasn't thundering, or there wasn't a lightning storm. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. That somebody used an ink pen. Is that? Now this looks like it's typed. Well, maybe, I don't know. Is that how the ledger came? Now this is somebody's handwriting, 1907. That's typed, that is typed, that is typed. But that almost looks like somebody's handwriting. Maybe this is typed. That almost doesn't look typed. I don't know. But look at this. This all looks exactly the same. Oh my heavens. Ooh. No wonder I haven't. Oh, you know what, Amy? Maybe she was afraid of the windshield wipers. Oh, so Annette Jackson gets up on the console too? They're so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, so my daughter and son-in-law, the family, it's their spring break, and so they're going to New York for spring break. They're going to go to Niagara Falls and go into the city, and so they also have a soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, and his name is Finn. The reason they have Irish names is these dogs are originally from Ireland. And aren't they sheep dogs, Annette? But anyway, so they're going to New York, and so I babysit Finn when they travel. And so, yes, she's going to bring him over later. And they're going to be here a week. He'll be here a week with me. And they have so much fun together. Now, my daughter's backyard has turf, like the fake grass, but I have real grass. So Finn loves being at my house because he gets to be around real grass. know, you guys, tell me. That's probably the way it came. Okay, that's the way the ledger came, because this is not documented here. There's nothing, this is a blank page. So that's how the ledger came. Boy, did I luck out with this. Oh my heavens. And like I said, the couple of other times I've gone back to Italy, to antique stores, I haven't seen anything like these. I haven't run across them. Let's see if I have 20 pages. I don't think I do yet. No, I don't think I do. So yes, it's kind of hard for me to let them go. And herding dogs, yes. Kind of hard to let me go, but let him go, but I will never be able to use all of this Italian ledger in my lifetime. So, and that's why I bought it, was to share with others. So, okay, you guys, tell me what you're working on. What are you doing while we're chit-chatting? I know you guys are probably making a journal, working on ephemera. And I'm going to really, because I got a good price on these ledgers, I think I'm going to make them for a good price. Like I said, that French stuff that I bought, it was, especially like I said, this page right here. Oh gosh. What happened is, it's an online auction, and I didn't know how many pages I was gonna get. So it is from the 1600s. But when you're going to buy it, he doesn't tell you exactly how many pages you're going to get. So I think I had to price this, I think I had to price it $20 a folio. And that's with me only making a tiny bit of money. So the rest of the stuff is better priced. I think some of it is like $6 for a folio. So yeah, but this I got at a good price, so I'll be able to pass that on to you guys at a good price. So you're at Carol's Fussy Cutting for a new journal. What kind of journal, Carol? What is the theme? Okay, so Carol, put in your Etsy store. Carol has an Etsy store, Lavender Dreams Create, and I don't know how to do those links, but you guys go over and check out Carol's Etsy store. I think she's got some journals in there. Oh, look at that. Ooh. I think she's got some journals in there. Oh, so let me tell you this story about Carol. So I was at Gail Augustinelli's retreat last year, and oh gosh, and Carol had messaged. They were up in the Montana area, her and her husband, and they were up in the Montana area. Oh, vintage floral. Ooh, beautiful. And she messaged Gail and said, could she come and craft for the day at the retreat? And of course, Gail is one of the nicest people you guys will ever run across. She is just, when she talks about being kind on her channel, she practices what she preaches. She is just an and lovely person. But anyway, of course, she said to Carol, yes, of course you can come and craft for the day. But she said, don't tell Juanette and don't tell Vern from Triple V Vintage. Now, you guys, I'm sure you know this. Triple V Vintage, Vern. She has the best coffee dyed paper out there. She gets such crisp images with her coffee dyeing that it's amazing. But anyway, so I didn't know Carol was coming for the day. And so I'm sitting there crafting, and all of a sudden I hear Gail say, because she'd gone up to the front of the craft room, and she said, you know, hello everyone. I want to introduce my friend here, Carol Powers. Well, I jumped up because when I heard the name, I was like, oh my gosh, Carol's here. Oh my gosh. And Bernie and I both go running over there to see Carol. We were like, oh, so excited. We couldn't believe it. Oh, that was so much fun. Oh, so much fun. Now I didn't cut that out. I don't know who did, but I won't put those in the packs. I want to give people the full sheets. Carol, what do you put in your coffee? Are you just a black coffee? I meant, not Carol. Who was telling me they got coffee? Amy. Amy was getting coffee. Yes. Amy, what do you put in your coffee? Sugar, cream? Oh, look at that. Oh. I'm oohing and on like crazy, aren't I? Can you guys believe it? I have been on here 58 minutes. Where in the world does the time go? Oh my heavens. Let's see. Oh, I have to tell you a story. So, I love the stories. Oh my gosh. When other people on YouTube tell stories, I like their stories. So, but this is kind of a, I don't know. Well, I'm just going to tell the story. So, I have a sprinkler system for my grass. Remember I told you it's regular grass, real grass. So, it's set to go off at 8 o'clock at night. So the other night, oh, maybe a week or so ago, it went off. And I knew it had gone off. It's on a timer. And I go to bed whenever. And I wake up the next morning and the dang sprinklers are still on. They ran for 12 hours. And my patio was kind of flooded. Like, of course, the yard got fantastic watering. But my neighbor behind me, who's kind of a crab, obviously a crab, we had exchanged phone numbers and stuff when I had first moved in. And he, of course, called me. And I mean, I'm like, hi, I expected a call from you. And he was like crabby. Well, I hope you've taken care of it. And I go, yes, I've turned it off completely. Well, you know, that brick wall, I don't want it falling into my pool. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I get quiet, you know, because I'm like, he's a crab. So I'm not chit-chatting a lot. And as he's asking questions, when he said, you know, did you take care of it? I go, yes. And then it was like, you know, silence, nothing. And when he went to go in the conversation, he goes, "Oh, have a good day." And, you know, thank goodness I didn't think of it. Otherwise, me and my smart aleck self would have maybe said, fat chance of that now, sir, since you've, reamed me out. But anyway, so I thought about the rain yesterday. And I reeled it in, girls. I did not do it. I felt like texting him and saying, "Oh, I hope the brick wall between our houses, I hope it doesn't fall into your pool with all the rain." I thought, "Oh, you old crab, you." Oh my gosh. Sweet and low, Amy. Okay. Oh, so Amy, do you remember the story of my French husband with the sweet and low packets when he first came to the United States and thought we didn't have sugar here in the U.S.? You must have chuckled at that. Yes, Carol, that was a great secret. Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't realize Bernie was peeking out of the bathroom. Oh my gosh. And there's Jean. Okay, you guys. So if you don't know Jean, Jean also has a YouTube channel. Hers is Found Treasures by Jean. And Jean sells vintage things. Books, porcelain, laces, fabrics. And she'll do a YouTube video of what she has to offer, and then you email her. And I've been buying things from Jean for a long time, and she gets really good stuff. So yes, if you need anything, subscribe to Jean's channel, and she'll bring you some stuff. Actually, I've got an order from Jean. Jean, your March Madness isn't over yet, is it? She was doing a March Madness sale. So I ordered, you guys remember when I did the pockets with the hankies? Let me grab. Oops. Oh, I said grab. My gosh, I'll get yelled at. So here's one of them. So I did a little bit of just a postcard, and I glued a little hanky there. Oh, you know what I realize now? I'm going to do some stitching around there. That would look better. And then you pull up the hanky, and you have a little calling card in there. So I have a order of, oh good, more videos tonight. So, well, you guys don't get the good stuff first before me. No, I'm just teasing. Jean always has plenty of stuff. So anyway, I have an order of, gosh, what, 8 or 9 hankies from you, Jean? She has some really pretty ones. So, yeah. So I wanted to make some more of those. So yes, go on over, take a look at what Jean has. She's going to put up some videos. Her videos are short little snippets of what she has. And then now where do you live? Are you upstate New York, Jean? I can't remember. I know it's on the East Coast somewhere. We're spread all over. Carol's on the West Coast, northern West Coast. Jean is up, where are you at? That's the only thing about some of these, sometimes they don't want to come out. This is coming all, let's see, do I need this? Now that I'm starting to do it. I want to. And Lucy's here. Yeah, Long Island. Oh, gosh. Lucy's here. Now, okay, you guys. If you don't know Lucy, let me tell you about Lucy. If you want to know anything about, I could go on and on. Lucy, correct me if I'm wrong. So, bookbinding, journal making, history. I mean, I could go on and on because I've known Lucy for a while. And Lucy was the one that told me when I was doing my 6 forward journal about a kettle stitch that I was doing. So anytime you want to know something, you can also just ask Lucy. She's very knowledgeable in this whole journal and bookbinding. Okay, so Annette and Jean are both on Long Island, New York, North Shore, Suffolk County. And Lucy's Canadian, right? Yes. Tell us, Lucy, right? You're from Canada. Our neighbor, yes. Okay, let me see if I have 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's what I want. So what I'm doing here, Lucy, oh, British Columbia, yes. Books for 30 years, wow. Yes, what did I say in one of my videos, Lucy? Because you helped teach me something. I said, oh, I just love you, Lucy. I just love you. Now my hands are dirty and this irritates me. Carol and I were talking about this one time. We are clean crafters. Do you see my desk? Okay, pretty clean. I kind of have this thing, and I'm not going to tell you the person's name, but I recently unsubscribed to somebody because they were crafting, and their desk was so filthy dirty that I couldn't watch it. I was like, I can't. It's just the way I am. I'm sorry. Well, I'm a messy crafter too. Like I've got piles all, here. But the thing of it is when I'm videotaping, I don't want people to see all the mess. Like believe me, I've got stuff on the floor right now. I've got some texture paste, drawer open, and I've got ephemera laying all over. And yeah, I mean, I don't think you can craft and be like always clean, but when I'm watching somebody, I feel like, we're looking at your desk. Take a baby wipe and wipe it down so we don't have to see all that dirt on your desk while you're crafting. I don't know. But again, I've always had a clean house. See, and you guys are just watching me clean my desk. Okay, so let me tell you this little story. And I may have mentioned it before. So you guys know I was a nurse, 46 years as a bedside nurse. I worked intensive care and coronary care. I think I did that for something like 8 years. And then I was an emergency room nurse for 18 years. And then I did labor and delivery for like 17 years. Now, is this completely different here? But anyway, so, you know, you have a patient for 12 hours. And you take care of them, and then you turn over your patient to the next shift. Well, I was very well known for this, and it was a good thing to be well known for. People would always say, well, we can sure tell who had this patient, because they'd come in, and this is a labor patient. So people are there for, you know, all their labor and postpartum and what have you. We can tell who had this patient because the room is clean, the trash is empty, the patient is clean, everything has its place, and, you know, it's always in the exact same spot. And that I learned from my emergency room days, because when you work in an ER, everything is always put in exactly the same place. Because in an emergency, you have to be able to grab, oh, here I said that word, you have to be able to reach for it quickly and use it. So I got in the habit when I was an ER nurse that, you know, everything is in exactly the same spot. So say, for instance, if I needed to resuscitate a baby that was born that wasn't breathing, my ambu bag was always at exactly the same spot on the crib, ready to go. And so yeah, when I would take over a patient from another nurse, and there was a couple of nurses that were, I mean, just you wondered how their houses looked, because it was like, oh my gosh. After I would introduce myself to the patient and you know, kind of assess them and get a lay of the land, I would start cleaning up the room. I'd be like, no, I cannot work 12 hours in this chaos here. So, but it was a compliment to have fellow nurses say, oh, thanks for leaving the patient in such, you know, in the room in such a clean manner. It's like, well, that's how I would want. You know, if a nurse was taking care of me. Oh, Marta, hi. This is only my second time going live. My second time. Oh, and because part of it is I had to figure out, the first time I went live, the video was portrait mode. And I don't like that. I want it to be landscape mode, because I want you to be able to see, and see, I can kind of see this needs to come down a little bit. It's kind of moved. Oh, it's still, oh, sorry, I'm probably making you guys dizzy. I think that's a little bit better. But anyway, so the first time I went live, the video was portrait, and I thought, I don't like that. I want it to be landscape. I want to be able to see the entire thing. So I tried once again on my iPhone today to go live, but it was doing it portrait. So then I pulled in my iPad, and that I can see it is landscape now, and so that's better. I think you can see better. So that's, my iPad is up there on, I have a ceiling mount, camera mount, and it's nice because it's out of the way. It's you know, when you're crafting and you've got a camera mount on your desk, it's difficult if your camera's in the way. So I like this camera mount. I just was sent a second one. The first one, I think I pulled on it too Now there's no documentation here on this ledger, but to me, sometimes I like these empty pages like this because they're great journaling spots. So, yeah. So anyway, that other camera mount had broke. It wouldn't stay, like you pull it down, you do a little latch here and you pull it down and it stays wherever it needs to be. And but it had broke. I think I pulled on it too hard, and so I had to go back to my old desk one. And it you know, again, it was a little pricey, so I just contacted the company and I said, oh, you know, I just need a replacement part. You know, do you have a replacement part for it? I don't need the whole mount. I just need this one part because it won't stay in place. And they had said they had sent me a new one, but I had done some deep research through the post office and they actually had never sent it. They said they sent it. I have since removed that camera mount from my favorite things. I don't know, you know, I kind of have a gift of, or a sense of discernment to know when people are lying to me. And I just really felt like, you know, they said they had sent it, but I don't think they really had. And so I emailed the guy back and I said, you know, I did some research through my post office and they said you had never actually sent it. And they were like, oh, you know, and I was like, And I did, you know, I was honest with them. I said, you know, I do videos and it is my favorite camera mount, but, and I would like, you know, the replacement part, or, you know, and so they finally sent me a second one, but they never had sent that first one, even though they said they had. I don't know. There's some, sometimes there's some shady shops out there. Shady shops. Let's see. Yeah, Amy, that story. Oh, gosh. Now tell me, Lucy, what is Art Fest? Tell me about that. So those of you that have come in later, I'm pulling these Italian ledgers apart because I want to put them in my shop. And they're different. Each ledger is a little bit different. And I had them in before, and then they had sold out. And then I was doing this little project here, and I realized that I didn't have them in my shop anymore. So I thought I better get on the stick here. And yeah. Do you guys watch Sharon Hearth? I think that's how you say her name. That woman, oh gosh, her journals are amazing. They're very elegant and regal and rich tones. I love watching her channel. I learn something every time. But anyway, she had something like this in her last journal, a flip through that she showed. And I thought, I'm copying that. I love the way that looked. The next time, though, I make it, I will do the fabric further across. I'm not so sure I will use doilies. Either that or I will have the fabric come over a little bit further so that it stays there. Alrighty. So I'm going to make a cake today. You guys have heard me say I've been cooking for my retreat. And yesterday I made a tamale pie, froze it. I have already made spaghetti sauce. And you guys know this story, that I was married to a French chef, classically trained French chef, who was actually born in Italy. So he taught me how to make spaghetti sauce with fresh tomatoes. It's to die for. Oh my God. And it has pancetta in it, which is like an Italian bacon. And I put mild Italian sausage in it. And then, do you know how when sometimes you use tomatoes, they kind of give whatever sauce you're making a very acidy taste. And some people put sugar in their sauce to take that bitterness or acid taste away. And my ex-husband, we're good friends, so it's hard to say ex-husband, my no longer husband, because he's a nice guy. But anyway, he taught me you use small diced carrots, fresh carrots, and that gives the sweetness. It sweetens up the sauce, but it also makes it a little bit thicker, because when you use fresh tomatoes, sometimes the sauce can be liquidy. And so, yeah. So it's got fresh tomatoes in it. And then, of course, fresh basil. And so anyway, that's one of the dinners we're having. So Lucy said, let's see, Art Fest was a retreat held for art folk in Port Townsend for years. It was hosted by Tisha and Tracy Moore. It was, oh my gosh, 5-day retreat, classes with teachers from all over, an incredible gathering. You could stay on a campus in houses or dorms, or you could stay off campus. Oh, well, at my retreat, I'm kind of doing my retreat like Gail Augustinelli does her retreats. There are no classes, okay? I figure you guys all know how to put a journal together, or, you know, whatever. You don't need me teaching you something. That's kind of what I try to do on my YouTube channel, because I want to be able to craft along with you guys. So, and that's what Gail does. She does not have classes. So, and you just go around from table to table and you look at other people's stuff and you get ideas. So, you know, it kind of is like a class, but yeah, nobody is standing up there teaching. So, yeah. Oh, how nice, Lucy. I know. Isn't this community amazing? I tell you, all of you guys I met through journaling and YouTube. It's just an incredible community of people. And giving, I have never met such giving people in my life than those in the crafting world. All right, let's see if I've got 20 of these. So then that means I will be able to put 5 pages in each ledger pack. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20. Wow, that was on the money there. That was right on the money. And I've still got pages left over for myself. So, oh, Patty's there. Hey, Patty. This is only my second time going live. I finally figured out the camera situation to make it, ouch. Look at, I just did a little paper cut there. The camera situation to make it landscape as opposed to portrait. So what I'm doing, Patty, is I am separating these Italian ledgers, and let's see, we've got 1906, 1907, 1926, 27, 1908, 1909, and 1911, 1912, and I've got another one somewhere. I know I've got 5 of them. But anyway, I'm gonna put them in packs in my Etsy store, and each one is different. So we have this one with this kind of what's addicting? Oh, did I miss something? Totally giving you a hard time here, but we get dibs since we are here first. Lucy loves these ledgers. Yes, go. They're going to be in my shop, Patty. You know what? I like Etsy, and I know it's not for everybody, but number one, this is me personally, okay? I like Etsy because they send me a $10.99 at the end of the year, and they make listing my things easy. I think their shipping is competitive from Pirate Ship, because I use Pirate Ship also, but 99% of the time I use Etsy's UPS shipping, and it's competitive, I feel, with Pirate Ship. They send me a $10.99. People put in their information. I don't have to put it in myself. Is Pam here? Pam, love your fabric bow and the one you use for the oak quilt base. Where's Pam? I don't see Pam. I love Pam. I bought one of Pam's journals. And I mostly bought it, Pam, because you had stitched that beautiful cover for it. Look at that. So these are all different ledgers. Oh gosh, there's 6 of them, because I've separated out the pages. There's Pam. Oh my gosh, yes, Pam. Your little bowl is so fantastic. Okay, you guys, so go over Pandora's Junk Journals. She has a YouTube channel also, and she sells her journals too. I bought one from Pam. It's not very often I buy journals from people, but because I always feel like I can make them myself, and I don't mean to sound like snotty or something like that, but you know, I like making journals. But Pam did this incredible slow stitch cover for it. Look at, I have 6 different Italian journals or ledger packs. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yes, Pam is incredible. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's going to be hard to let that go. Let's see, pick someone in the chat and give them the blue mod wrench and they can pop your Etsy link in at Pam's channel. So how do I do that? Oh, good. Pick someone in the chat. Well, let's do Carol. How about Carol? Carol, you want to be? Give them the blue mod wrench and they can pop your Etsy link. Oh, well, who knows how to do that first before I ask Carol? Does she know how to do that? Oh, do I do, what's the plus sign? Help me, Patty. And I'm pulling Pam's journal in her pouch to show you guys. Pam, or Patty, tell me how to do that. Okay, I'm gonna gush over this for a minute because that Pam is an amazing slow stitcher and a really nice person on top of it. You mind if I show this, Pam? Okay, so let's see. What does she say here? If you're on your phone, you might have to click the plus button. Well, I see a plus on my iPad here. Look at this. So this is why I bought this journal here, mostly. Look at this work that Pam does. So we have a beautiful butterfly here. Look at, those are my initials. Those are either French or an Italian laundry label. Oops. Where am I going? Eventually I'll get it. There we go. Yeah, so that's my initials. Let me lay it down because I'm probably going to make you guys dizzy. So she's got some Suffolk puffs here. Oh, Patty, Pam is amazing. Look at, so that's some of Rachel's fabric there. But look, she's got a zipper. She put in a zipper. Here's the other side. Look at, she put in the year I was born, 1954. Oh, I don't know how this goes. There we go. Oh, nope, wrong. Up. Yes, 1954. She found that. Now, did you crochet this right here? Yes, please, Patty, do it. How do I give you a wrench, Patty? How do I give you a wrench? Do I do the plus sign? Engage with your audience. Yes. So, yes, that Pam, look at that. Look at this. So then she puts her initials here and the year she made this. She has these specially done. And then look, it's a magnet there. It's a little pocket. So I don't keep the journal in here because I use this for stitching. Yeah, isn't that incredible? She hand stitched all of this. We've got a button there. Oh gosh. But anyway, let me show you now the journal. So it's tied with some sari silk. Yeah, Pam is an amazing woman. So it's one of those flip-flop journals. Make sure I've got it in camera. And then it's one of the document style or tall journals. And do you know what, Pam? Rachel was telling me last summer when I was there, she was the one that invented this or came up with it the first time. I didn't know that. So we've got a belly band here and then a pocket. Beautiful paper here. And again, Pam stitched that. We have a pocket here. Just pull that out. It's show and tell for Pam. Look at that. Oh, yes. Pam's a dear. Everybody is. I tell you, this community is the document style journal, Lucy. Rachel said she was the first one that came up with this long, tall type of document journal. Uh-oh. Oh. Look at this. Oh. But yeah. Little dangle there. This is old. Do you think somebody else did it, Lucy? I know. I think Rachel's been doing videos a long time, 1901. This flips out here. Oh, and look, she put an H there. Oh, I got to put a little something in there, Pammy. Okay, I'm going to show everybody, and then it flips over like this. I want to show everybody why. Oh, and then this little thing opens up here, and then she put some stuff in here. I think I took it out because I wanted to use it. That's why it's not in there. I'm sure you put some stuff in there, Pam. I know you did. So, yes, isn't this fantastic? But especially the pouch. That's why I bought it from her. So this is why I started pulling together those ledgers. So I started working on this, and this has some of my, Italian hemp thread. Good thing I got a lot of it. I got balls and balls of this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to put a new one on there. But anyway, so I was working on this, and this is from a slow stitch kit I have in my shop. And then this is some velvet ribbon that I put there. And as I was working on this, I thought to myself, I should do a video of this. And then this is some of my Florentine paper in my shop. This says Venice. And I did some stenciling with gold paste there. So you can journal there. And then this is some of the French paper I just added to my shop. And then I have just a small embossed piece of cardstock. But anyway, I was working on this and I thought, oh, I should do a video of this. And then I thought, well, I like to, when I do a video, if somebody wants to use the same stuff, they can, find it. Let's see. Oh, you guys also go to Patty's channel. Patty at Sacred Mementos. What did I say before? I was talking about you, Patty, before you even came in. I told people. I was showing them something that I had bought from you. Gosh, now my mind has gone blank on what it was, but oh, did you, Lucy? Lucy says she made journals and supply boxes, or from supply boxes and recycled materials of that approximate size years and years ago. Patty, so Pam, do you sell these in your Etsy or do you have to stock them? Oh, you know what happened is Pam was doing this journal. She was making this journal on her YouTube channel. And I think I emailed you, didn't I, Pam? And I said, Pam, has anybody, because mainly it was this. This is what you should really be selling. But I said, Pam, has anybody requested that journal and slow stitch, that, pouch yet? And she said, no, not yet, And I said, I want it. So she personalized it for me with my birth date and my initials here. So, yeah, gosh. You know who else I have ordered a journal from is Sharon Harth. She's going to be working on that. So, yeah, she makes incredible, we all have our style. I like, that rich, very, royal looking type journal. So let me show these again. Yes, Sharon has incredible journals. So these are in my shop. This is from a French ledger, 1800s. And then this, again, this is 1700s. This is French, a pretty good size paper. This is also French, and this is 1600s. And you'll appreciate this, Patty. So I was telling the girls that when I ordered this from the guy, I didn't know how many pages he was selling. He does his sales on Instagram, and they're kind of live sales, and you have to go in real quick and, say what you want. I didn't know how many pages I was getting of the 1600s document. And so the price I paid, I'm having to charge, I think it was $20 per folio to even make a couple of dollars on these. I didn't know how many I was getting, so yeah. But the rest of the pages are more reasonable. This is also 1700s, that beautiful deckled edge. Yes, Patty, him. I hate his sales, the way he does his sales, but I know he's successful, and it's hard to find things. It just so happened I was able to put in multiple things that day. The shipping, it came within a week. But yeah, I paid a lot of money for these. I can't even remember how many I have of them, but it was like, ugh. So, but this was a better price here. And then I was showing the girls my Florentine paper in my shop. This is just a promo video. This is some of my Florentine paper that I have in my shop. Oh, I know, Patty. Oh, gosh. So I have this, I think it's 11 pages, and they're good sizes. So over 12 inches by 10 inches. And so the packs I have in there right now have all of this design. Yes, you have to be quick on Mr. Cup's sales. Yes, because he sells out stuff quickly, and you don't know if you're going to get it. Like you put in on the Instagram, like you want this, this, and this, and maybe you'll get one thing, maybe you'll get all of them. And this time I got all of them, and so it was a pretty penny. So, I love this. Absolutely love this paper. Yes, so several people here, they have channels. Patty has a sale every single Monday and Thursday, a live sale. You guys must subscribe to Patty's channel. Sacred Mementos. How do I put your link in, Patty? You have to help me, dear. My Etsy shop is Juanette Design. If you go to any of my videos, it's linked in the description box. So, yes. So Patty has a sale every Monday and Thursday. I have been buying from you, Patty, what, 3 years? Something like that? I mean, a long time. I have bought a lot from Patty. Quilt tops, feed sacks, paper, documents, books, even a book. Even a veterinarian book. Oh, I have to tell this story, Patty. I have to tell on you. So Patty knows I'm a nurse, and she has, whenever she runs across medical stuff, she'll say in the chat, Juanette, are you here? And I've bought a lot of medical stuff from Patty. And one time she was selling an anatomy book. And this is a joke. I tell you, I still use this paper though, Patty. I wasn't sad. It was a great price and it was fine. But we thought it was a human anatomy book. And as I looked and investigated it a little bit more, it was it a cat book? Anyway, so Patty, go to, let's see, let me go here to more. Yeah, if you look in the description box right now, my Etsy store is linked. So this is going to be the new packs that I'm going to put in my Etsy store of the Florentine paper. So they're pretty much the same, with the exception of when I was cutting this paper down, I cut it too short. I was using a craft knife. Oh, good, Patty. I was using a craft knife and I cut it too short. And I don't want my customers to be disappointed, because in the description box, I say how, tall and wide. I learned so much from you, Patty, from sales. I put in the description box what the sizes are, and I don't want people to be disappointed when they get this pack and this sheet is smaller. So as soon as the ones that are in my shop right now have sold. Then I'm going to add this, but I think this might have 12 pages. One, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this has 12 sheets. So it's going to have one more sheet than the ones that I have right now, but it's going to have this Venice Florentine paper. So I don't want people to be disappointed. I learned so much from you, Patty, for sales. If when somebody buy something in my Etsy store and the shipping is less than what they paid, I always refund them the difference. I mean, one time there was a 90 cents difference and I did not refund that, but then the lady asked me about the refund, so I sent her a free gift. Let's see. So I always refund people the extra shipping because sometimes it's difficult for Etsy to calculate the shipping if people order multiples of something. You know, you have to put in the weight and the measurements, and sometimes it can go in one box and they think it's going to go in multiple boxes. So I always refund the shipping. I don't know. Because I'm retired now, I'm able to, as soon as somebody puts in an order from my Etsy store, I ship it out that day. I have the post office. I put it in the Etsy store. You can do a little button that says request pickup, and the post office comes right to my house and picks it up. I still have some of the orange Tim Holtz fabric, Amy, and I've got the yellow in. I just got the yellow in. And let's see, Rossi paper. I don't know what, is this Rossi paper? Or is Florentine paper and Rossi paper different, Lucy? Let's see, I'm trying to find your shop. You name it, Patty, we will find it. I found it, good. Ooh, Carol, you also got some beautiful Florentine paper. Okay, so I just got the invoice for the neutral Tim Holtz fat quarter packs. So I think I got 40 of them, and I keep 3 to myself. So if you guys want the neutral Tim Holtz fat quarter packets, you need to tell me right here and now, and I will reserve it for you. Gail has already requested one. Get a piece of paper, and I will make sure that if you guys want the neutral ones, so Gail has already said she wants one. And then Vernie has said she wants one. So yeah, the only company that makes that paper is Rossi in Italy. They sell worldwide. So this is Rossi paper, Lucy. Okay, Amy wants a neutral one. Amy, yes. Yes. A lot of people think it is only available from Italy, but Rossi distributes worldwide. I actually, this paper that I have here, I bought it from a distributor here in the United States. It is, when you look here, it does say made in Italy. So it is, See what I tell you, you guys? Lucy knows everything. That is one smart cookie. I learned so much from Lucy. Is that not right, Patty? That Lucy, she is a world of knowledge, and she's on the money. Yeah, made in Italy there. Yeah, so, yeah, that other one I had cut short, so this is going to be added. So, the price will be adjusted a little bit because it's going to have one more sheet than the other. So, yeah. But I got to sell out that other stuff. Etsy does charge you for every listing, so I don't want to do 2 listings of the same thing, and so, yeah. Okay, Carol will take one. What's on point? Oh, Patty. What's on point? See, I'm yammering that I don't know what you're talking about is on point. I'm telling you guys, Mondays and Thursdays, 4:30 my time for Patty's sales. They go for a couple hours, and Patty is so organized. She has 2 moderators, Maggie and Mayor, and it also is a first come, first serve. However, this is the difference between Patty and Mr. Cup. Patty goes by StreamYard, not YouTube, for to make sure that if you want something, you get it first. By StreamYard, it's faster feed or streaming. So she has 2 moderators, and they watch the sale. So say, for instance, if Patty has 20 of something, the first 20 people get it. And if you really want something, you can have somebody proxy for you. I exaggerate? Well, yeah, I guess I probably do. But anyway, so the first 20 people get it. Somebody can proxy for you. Like, for instance, if there is medical stuff, I'll say, I need a proxy. Because if you live in an area of the country where the streaming, your internet is not as fast, you can miss out on something. But Patty works really hard to make sure she has a lot of whatever whatever she can. That girl is a picker. She goes all over the country to get stuff for her sales. Her prices are reasonable. You guys have heard me say this before. I've done a review of Patty's channel before on my channel, that her prices are reasonable. They're fair. Her shipping is on point. She packages it extremely well. I've never had anything damaged. We had a good laugh about the cat paper. Let me see if I have any in here, because I use that paper to back stuff. But Patty made it right. I think I've used it all. Oh wait, here's a piece of it. I use it for master boards. But yeah, she made it right with me. But we've always had a good laugh about that, because, like I said, I've been buying for Patty for over 3 years, and she didn't know. She sells so much, and she has so many books that, she sees anatomy, and she didn't realize it's a cat. She doesn't know medical stuff. She's not a nurse, so. Oh, you know what, Patty? You know I love you. You know I do. I don't buy a lot anymore. I did just buy some medical cigarette cards, though, from you, because I have so much. I have 2 rooms full of craft supplies. I unfortunately don't need anything, but I still come on every Monday and Thursday, and I chit chat, and occasionally she'll come across and have something medical, and I'm right in there, and she'll say, Juanette, are you here? I don't talk a whole lot while I watch her lives, but I don't chat a lot in the chat because I'm so busy crafting or doing something else. So, yeah. Oh, let's see. What else can we chit chat about? You and both, Juanette. You and me both, Juanette. Oh, yeah. Good grief. Sounds like you just had a jet. Oh, yes. So, Amy, I live by, it's called Luke Air Force Base, and it is constantly these jets flying over. And I'm almost going to get a little teary-eyed about this, but I love to hear those jets from the Air Force because I know they're training to protect our country. And especially when there are thunderstorms and rainstorms, those jets are out there because they are training to fly in really adverse conditions. So I love hearing those jets. It doesn't bother me one bit because they are there to protect our country. So yeah, doesn't bother me a bit. Oh, Carol, yeah, Carol lives where there's a lot of jets too. Yes, we've said that before. Oh, do you guys hear Fiona? I'm surprised she's not barking. So, well, you guys, I have been on for 2 hours. I cannot believe the time has flown by. It's been delightful. Like I said, this is only my second live. I tend to not do many lives, especially for crafting. I don't like the people hemming and hawing over what they're going to put down on a piece of paper. Maybe it's because I'm impatient. But I was tearing these ledgers apart, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to see who's going to jump on. We had 11 people come on, so I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, thank you so much. Yes, that went fast. Thank you so much. So, Monday night, Patty, let me just real quick cap. And Patty, you're going to have to help me with links. So Pandora's Junk Journals, she has a YouTube channel and an Etsy store. Carol Powers, she has an Etsy store, not a YouTube channel. Lucy has, I don't see very many videos of you, Lucy. But you've got an Etsy store, right? Let's see, who else is here? Patty's going to help me with the links. We're going to have to do that. Lavender's Dreams Create is Carol's Etsy store. I don't want to miss somebody, you guys. Okay, but I'm telling you, that Lucy, smart girl. If you actually, Lucy's always on Patty's channel. She'll jump in, and if we have questions, Patty will say, Lucy, what do you know about this? And Lucy will tell us. So anyway, I'm going to hush up. I love you guys. I love this community. I love my retirement, being able to just sit and craft all day long in my muumuus, my slippers, and my crazy hair. And I need to get to filming my video for for tomorrow for my Slow Stitch Saturday. Thanks, Patty. Love you guys. Bye-bye.